Wolf in sheep's clothing. Someone who appears harmless or friendly, but is actually deceitful, dangerous, or malicious. A person or thing that disguises its true nature or intentions, presenting a benign or innocent facade to conceal ulterior motives. The company's philanthropic gestures were merely a facade, a wolf in sheep's clothing hiding unethical business practices and exploitation. The charming stranger was a wolf in sheep's clothing, preying on vulnerable individuals for personal gain. The seemingly friendly neighbor turned out to be a wolf in sheep's clothing, secretly spreading rumors and causing discord in the community. Beware of him. He may seem charming, but he's a wolf in sheep's clothing who will take advantage of your trust. The online seller advertised authentic designer goods, but they turned out to be counterfeit, a classic case of a wolf in sheep's clothing. Take someone for a ride. To deceive or trick someone, often by leading them to believe something that is not true or by exploiting their trust for personal gain. To exploit or manipulate someone's naivety or gullibility for one's own advantage or amusement. The fraudulent contractor took homeowners for a ride, accepting payment for renovations that were never completed. The manipulative con artist took vulnerable individuals for a ride, exploiting their trust and leaving them with empty promises. The scam artist took unsuspecting tourists for a ride, offering guided tours that never materialized. The smooth-talking salesman took customers for a ride, selling them overpriced products with false claims of quality. He took her for a ride with promises of easy money, only to leave her with debts and regrets. Snow job. A deceptive or misleading act intended to conceal the truth, manipulate perceptions, or cover up wrongdoing. An elaborate and convincing attempt to persuade or deceive someone, often by using persuasive rhetoric or false information. The politician's speech was nothing but a snow job, filled with empty promises and exaggerated claims. Don't be fooled by his smooth talk. It's just a snow job to distract you from his true intentions. The celebrity's apology was seen as a snow job, with many doubting the sincerity of her remorse. The car salesman gave her a snow job, painting an idealized picture of the vehicle's performance and reliability. The company's public relations team launched a snow job to downplay the environmental impact of their operations. Porky pies. Cockney rhyming slang for lies derived from porky pies, rhyming with lies. False or exaggerated statements intended to deceive or mislead others. The tabloid newspaper is notorious for printing porky pies to sensationalize stories and boost sales. She caught him telling porky pies about his whereabouts on the night of the party, casting doubt on his alibi. He's been telling porky pies about his qualifications. He never went to university. The politician's speech was riddled with porky pies, distorting facts to fit his narrative. Don't believe everything you hear. There's a lot of porky pies going around these days. Blood is thicker than water. Family relationships are stronger and more important than other relationships. Loyalty to family members takes precedence over loyalty to anyone else. Despite their differences, they always come together during family crises, understanding that blood is thicker than water. She chose to support her brother's decision over her friend's because she believed that blood is thicker than water. She turned down a job offer in another city to stay close to her family, believing that blood is thicker than water. When it comes down to it, he knows he can rely on his family because blood is thicker than water. Even though they argue often, they always stand by each other in times of need because blood is thicker than water. Like father, like son. A son's behavior or characteristics closely resemble those of his father. Children often imitate or inherit traits, habits, or interests from their parents. He's good at fixing things, just like his dad, like father, like son. He followed in his father's footsteps and pursued a career in medicine, like father, like son. The family business has been passed down through generations, like father, like son. The coach was proud to see the same determination and work ethic in the son as he had observed in the father, like son. She inherited her love for gardening from her mother, like daughter. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Children often resemble their parents in behavior, character, or abilities. Traits or qualities seen in parents are often observed in their children. The daughter's knack for storytelling was evident. It seemed the apple didn't fall far from the tree. His son's talent for music didn't surprise anyone. After all, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. The son's sense of humor mirrored his father's. Indeed, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. She's as stubborn as her mother. Looks like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Just like her mother, she had a compassionate nature. It was clear that the apple didn't fall far from the tree. The ties that bind. Strong emotional connections or bonds that unite family members or close relationships. Shared experiences, memories, or obligations that create a sense of unity or loyalty among individuals. The ties that bind them grew stronger after they faced adversity together. Even though they disagreed on many things, they remained connected by the ties that bind. The family reunion was a celebration of the ties that bind them together. She felt a sense of duty to help her siblings. It was the ties that bind. Despite living far apart, they remained close because of the ties that bind them. Home is where the heart is. Home is not necessarily a physical place, but rather where you feel loved, comfortable, and at peace. The feeling of belonging and contentment is more important than the location itself. After traveling for years, she realized that home is where the heart is and returned to her family. She moved to a new country, but she quickly made it her home because home is where the heart is. They may live in different cities now, but they always come back to their hometown for family gatherings because home is where the heart is. The house was filled with love and laughter, making it truly feel like home because home is where the heart is. He may have moved away for work, but he always returns home for the holidays because home is where the heart is. Black sheep of the family. A family member who behaves or lives differently from the rest of the family, often viewed unfavorably or disapprovingly. Someone who deviates from the accepted norms or values of their family, causing tension or conflict within the family unit. Despite her siblings' successes, she felt like the black sheep of the family, pursuing a career in the arts instead of medicine or law. She was the black sheep of the family, the only one who didn't follow the family's religious beliefs or traditions. He felt like the black sheep of the family because he was the only one who didn't inherit the family business. The rebellious teenager was considered the black sheep of the family, constantly clashing with his more traditional relatives. He's always been the black sheep of the family, constantly getting into trouble and disappointing his parents. Family ties. The connections and relationships between members of a family, including emotional bonds and obligations. The sense of unity and loyalty among family members, often strengthened by shared experiences and traditions. Despite their differences, they remained connected by strong family ties. The family reunion was a chance to strengthen family ties and reconnect with relatives. Despite living far apart, they remained close due to their tight family ties. The siblings shared a close bond, thanks to their strong family ties. She felt a sense of duty to her family. After all, family ties are important. In the same boat. In a similar situation or circumstance as others, facing the same challenges, difficulties, or hardships, sharing a common predicament, experience, or fate with others, often leading to a sense of solidarity or mutual understanding. We're all in the same boat when it comes to taking care of our aging parents. Despite their disagreements, they were in the same boat when it came to supporting their sibling through a difficult time. They were in the same boat when it came to dealing with their family's history of addiction, offering each other support and understanding. The siblings realized they were all in the same boat when it came to managing their family's finances after their parents passed away. As a blended family, they were all in the same boat, navigating the challenges of blending two households into one. Family tree. A diagram or chart showing the relationships between members of a family, typically tracing ancestry and lineage. The genealogical record of a family's history, including names, dates, and connections between relatives. The family tree revealed surprising connections between distant relatives, linking branches of the family that had been separated for generations. She spent hours researching her family tree, uncovering fascinating stories about her ancestors. He proudly displayed the family tree in his home, showcasing the rich history and heritage of his ancestors. The family tree served as a reminder of the shared heritage and traditions that bound the family together across generations. The family reunion was an opportunity to update the family tree, adding new additions and commemorating milestones. Beyond compare. Without equal, unmatched or incomparable in excellence or quality, surpassing all others in greatness, beauty, or perfection. The beauty of the landscape was beyond compare, with breathtaking views in every direction. Their love for each other was beyond compare, a bond that transcended time and space. The company's commitment to customer service is beyond compare. They consistently go above and beyond to exceed expectations. His dedication to his craft was beyond compare, earning him international recognition as a master. Her artistic talent is beyond compare. She truly creates masterpieces. Heaven on earth. A place or state of extreme happiness, contentment, or perfection comparable to heaven. A situation or experience that is blissful, ideal, or idyllic, resembling the joy and serenity associated with heaven. For many, a cozy night in with a good book and a cup of tea is heaven on earth, a simple pleasure that brings great comfort. The picturesque countryside felt like heaven on earth, with rolling hills and vibrant wildflowers as far as the eye could see. Walking hand in hand with her beloved in the park, she felt like she was in heaven on earth, surrounded by love and beauty. Spending time with her grandchildren was heaven on earth for the elderly woman, bringing her immense joy and fulfillment. The secluded beach resort felt like heaven on earth, with pristine beaches and crystal clear waters. Cream of the crop. The best or finest of a group. The highest quality or most exceptional individuals or things. The top or elite members of a particular category, distinguished by their excellence or superiority. In the world of fashion, she was considered the cream of the crop, a top model known for her grace and elegance. Only the cream of the crop is accepted into the prestigious university's medical program. As a talent scout, he was always on the lookout for the cream of the crop, individuals with exceptional skill and potential. The cream of the crop athletes competed in the championship, showcasing their talent and determination on the field. The restaurant prided itself on using only the cream of the crop ingredients, ensuring the highest quality dishes for its patrons. In seventh heaven, to be in a state of extreme happiness, bliss, or euphoria. To experience great joy, contentment, or satisfaction, often as a result of a favorable or fulfilling situation. Winning the championship left him in seventh heaven, ecstatic with pride and accomplishment. The actor was in seventh heaven when he won the prestigious award, feeling validated and appreciated for his talent. Holding her newborn baby for the first time, she was in seventh heaven, overwhelmed with love and gratitude. Sitting under the stars with good friends and good food, she was in seventh heaven, enjoying the simple pleasures of life. The newlyweds were in seventh heaven on their honeymoon, reveling in their love and the beauty of their surroundings. Shangri-La, a mythical, idyllic, or utopian place characterized by peace, happiness, and prosperity. A remote, exotic, or imaginary paradise where people live in harmony with nature and each other. The novel describes a utopian society where everyone lives in a Shangri-La, free from pain, suffering, and conflict. The resort marketed itself as a modern-day Shangri-La, offering guests luxurious accommodations and stunning natural beauty. Many people dream of finding their own personal Shangri-La, a place of tranquility and serenity where they can escape the stresses of everyday life. The secluded mountain valley felt like a Shangri-La, untouched by the troubles of the outside world. The artist's paintings depict scenes of Shangri-La, capturing the beauty and serenity of imaginary landscapes. Elysium, a place or state of perfect happiness and bliss, a paradise or idyllic afterlife in Greek mythology. A mythical or imaginary paradise where the souls of the righteous or heroic reside after death. The ancient Greeks believed that the souls of the virtuous were rewarded with a place in Elysium, where they would live in eternal happiness and bliss. The garden was her own little Elysium, a sanctuary of peace and beauty. The artist's paintings were inspired by visions of Elysium, depicting scenes of heavenly landscapes and divine beauty. In her dreams, she wandered through Elysium, a land of eternal sunshine and endless fields of flowers. The poet described Elysium as a place of perfect tranquility, where the righteous could find rest and peace after death. A taste of paradise, a brief or fleeting experience of happiness, joy, or contentment that resembles paradise. An enjoyable or pleasurable experience that brings a sense of bliss or satisfaction. The dessert was so delicious that it felt like a taste of paradise, satisfying her sweet tooth and lifting her spirits. The music festival was a taste of paradise for music lovers, with live performances by their favorite artists and an electrifying atmosphere. Swimming in the turquoise waters of the Caribbean was a taste of paradise, a moment of pure joy and relaxation. Walking barefoot on the sandy beach at sunset, she felt a taste of paradise, surrounded by the beauty of nature and the soothing sound of the waves. Spending the day at the spa was a taste of paradise, pampering herself with luxurious treatments and massages. Utopia, a hypothetical or imagined ideal society or community, characterized by perfection, harmony, and prosperity. A utopian vision of an ideal world or civilization, free from poverty, injustice, and conflict. The Community Garden Project aimed to create a small-scale utopia, fostering cooperation, sustainability, and social cohesion among its members. The philosopher's writings explored the concept of utopia, envisioning a society governed by principles of equality, freedom, and justice. The novel depicted a futuristic utopia where technological advancements had eliminated poverty, disease, and environmental degradation. Despite its flaws, the country strove to realize its utopian ideals, working towards a society where all citizens could live fulfilling and meaningful lives. In her utopia, everyone had access to quality education, healthcare, and opportunities for personal growth. Acme of perfection. The highest point or pinnacle of excellence, achievement, or quality. The epitome of perfection. The ultimate standard or ideal of perfection, often regarded as unattainable or beyond reproach. He was determined to reach the acme of perfection in his craft, tirelessly pursuing mastery and innovation. The chef's signature dish was the acme of perfection, a culinary masterpiece that delighted the senses and satisfied even the most discerning palate. Despite its age, the ancient sculpture remained the acme of perfection, admired for its timeless beauty and exquisite craftsmanship. The painting was considered the acme of perfection, with flawless technique and breathtaking beauty. The company's latest product was hailed as the acme of perfection, setting a new standard for quality and innovation in the industry. Bringing to bear. To apply or exert influence, pressure, or force in a particular situation. To bring something into play or action, typically with significant effect or impact. The president brought to bear his diplomatic skills to defuse the tensions between the two countries. The police brought to bear all available resources to apprehend the suspect. The coach brought to bear his experience and expertise to motivate the team before the championship game. She brought to bear her knowledge of the market to develop a successful marketing strategy for the new product. The union brought to bear its full negotiating power to secure better working conditions for its members. Leverage. To exert influence or power to gain a strategic advantage or achieve a desired outcome. To use a lever or mechanical advantage to move or lift an object with less effort. The politician leveraged public support to push through legislation on environmental protection. The company leveraged its extensive network of contacts to expand into new markets. The negotiator leveraged the threat of legal action to reach a favorable settlement. He leveraged his reputation as an industry expert to secure funding for his startup. She leveraged her knowledge of technology to streamline the company's operations and increase efficiency. Flexing one's muscles. To demonstrate or assert one's power, influence, or authority, often in a show of strength or dominance. To prepare for action or confrontation, typically by displaying readiness or capability. The military conducted exercises near the border, flexing its muscles as a show of strength. The government began flexing its muscles in response to the growing threat of terrorism. The union leader warned the employer against ignoring workers' demands by flexing their collective muscles. The new CEO wasted no time in flexing his muscles, implementing bold changes to revitalize the company. The team captain started flexing his muscles, rallying his teammates for the upcoming match. Driving force. The main factor or element that pushes or propels something forward or causes it to develop or change. The motivating or compelling influence behind a particular action, event, or phenomenon. The desire for freedom was the driving force behind the revolution. The need for sustainability has become a driving force in shaping environmental policies. Innovation has long been recognized as a driving force behind economic growth and development. Curiosity was the driving force that led scientists to explore the unknown. Economic inequality served as a driving force behind social movements advocating for change. Full steam ahead. To proceed with maximum speed, energy, or effort, without hesitation or delay. To move forward with great enthusiasm, determination, or momentum. The captain shouted full steam ahead as the ship set sail on its journey across the ocean. With public support behind them, the activists were determined to push forward full steam ahead with their campaign. With the project approved, it's full steam ahead for the development team. The team was given the green light to proceed, and they wasted no time in going full steam ahead. After receiving funding from investors, the startup was ready to go full steam ahead with its expansion plans. A driving force. Someone or something that is the main reason or motivation behind a particular action or event. A person or thing that has a significant impact or influence on a situation or outcome. The desire to create a better future for their children was a driving force for many immigrants who came to the country seeking opportunities. The invention of the Internet was a driving force in revolutionizing communication and information sharing worldwide. She was a driving force behind the success of the fundraising campaign, inspiring others with her dedication and enthusiasm. Technological advancements have been a driving force in transforming various industries, from manufacturing to healthcare. The coach's leadership and guidance were the driving force behind the team's remarkable turnaround this season. A powerhouse. Someone or something with great strength, energy, or influence, often in a particular field or domain. A person, organization, or place that is a major source of power, productivity, or innovation. She's a powerhouse in the world of finance, known for her sharp intellect and astute investment strategies. The company's research division is a powerhouse of innovation, constantly developing groundbreaking technologies. The nonprofit organization has become a powerhouse for social change, tackling pressing issues such as poverty and inequality. The city has emerged as an economic powerhouse, attracting businesses and investors from around the world. The team star player is a powerhouse on the field, capable of turning the game around single-handedly. Gaining momentum. To gradually increase in strength, speed, or importance over time. To gather support, enthusiasm, or energy as a movement or initiative progresses. The startup began gaining momentum after securing its first major investor, leading to rapid growth and expansion. The protest movement is gaining momentum, with more people joining the cause every day. The athlete's career started slowly but began gaining momentum after a series of impressive victories. The campaign to raise awareness about environmental issues is gaining momentum, drawing attention from policymakers and the public alike. The reforms introduced by the government are gaining momentum, with early signs of positive impact on the economy and society. Level up your English. Master vocabulary, idioms, and phrasal verbs with fun quizzes. Translate meanings into 104 languages. Download now. Link in the description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.